right, so still need some. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. Mal, toss a percentile in there. All right, Grok.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how we got here because I missed the session previous to that. But we ended up in this desert area with a fake pyramid that Ricky cannot draw straight lines to draw on the map.
You have disadvantage.
Upon Onyx irritating said fake pyramid, the ground trembled and shaked. A huge undead army emerged, and we have been in combat destroying wave after wave of undead, with each wave growing more powerful than the last.
Anybody have anything they want to add? Is that good?
Oh, and Phanelius has been flying up in the air watching the action unfold.
He is quite the cheater.
Welcome to the Vale, a rare bastion of civilization in a world recuperating after a terrible centuries-long war. Though the battles ended 200 years ago, the land still recovers from this period of tumultuous strife and slavery. Join now the defenders of the Vale as they navigate a world riddled with opportunity and tragedy, all the while seeking glory, gold, and adventure.
Okay, so in that news, it's Basil. It's your turn, buddy. What are you going to do?
All right. Since Rin's not here, I'm first in the order. Oh, crud. I was totally ready for a whole other turn to okay, so Basil's going to move up to this position in between this mummy lord and Ghoulam ugly face, and I'm going to try and swing at the mummy lord. Or mummy, I don't know. I'm just going to use my hands for this. It's a 25 to hit.
And that's going to miss.
For 8 damage.
As you come in and just into the ribs of the mummy lord or mummy, whatever, the internal organs that were operating seem to fail.
Heck yeah. Punched him to re-death, and then I'm going to pivot my weight and kick at this. Are they ghouls? I don't know what these are, but I'm going to assume they're ghouly boys. I'm going to kick this guy. For 26 to hit for 12 damage, and then I'm going to bonus action attack him.
You hit it, pieces of flesh and foul funk fly off.
And then 26 to hit again. Time for 6 damage. And I just sort of return to a strengthened pose in front of whichever rock this is, because Basil wouldn't know.
Is that your turn?
That's my goal.
Cool. So I forgot something, but it's okay. I'll just put it here. As Basil beats on the existing undead, the ground begins to shake and tremor, and floating orbs.
Heaven, I'm in heaven.
Floating, decaying orbs. There's a giant skull with a mess of gross, foul, decaying eyes emerge from the ground, beginning to look for each one of you and to attack.
Honestly, I like to think that Basil just looks up for a second. It's like, oh my god! Every time I look around, it gets worse. This is awful.
What you gonna do, bro?
I'm going to be casting Steel Wind Strike.
Get her done.
So it's going to be target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, target 5, and I'm going to over-channel it.
Okay. Steel Wind Strike is level 4.
Level 5.
1 second. Oh, that's a lot. All right, roll your damage.
I over-channeled it, so it's max damage, so he's going to take 64.
Okay, which one? First one, 64? This
yeah,
one here?
the Beholder.
A handy-dandy calculator. And go ahead and take 53 life off of you.
Oh! What happened?
You used Overchannel twice in one combat.
Oh yeah, I forgot I used it last session.
So I rolled a level 5, which is 2d12 plus level. So I rolled 10d12, and as you burn your energy to do that, the backlash of the mental anguish that you suffer through pushing your magic talents past the limit that they're supposed to be done ripples through your body.
A third grok appears from nowhere and stabs him in the back.
So
I like that better. That's way better.
One of the previous SoCows. An old simulacrum.
Who's the third one?
That one.
Fourth target?
I haven't made the attack roll on the third target yet.
Oh, go ahead and make the attack roll. If it's, I think even with a natural one, you have enough intelligence and stuff that it's going to...
AC 16.
Is that this one here?
That would be that one there.
Alright, roll for the fourth one.
AC 16. On that one there.
And it's 69 damage?
It's 60. And because of the teleporting involved, I'm going to end my turn there.
And that was the last one, right?
That was the last one.
Okay, perfect. I like the Grok, some formal, discarded, or future. You don't know. Time's wibbly wobbly. Discarded simulacrum, just boiling you. It's perfect and in the column.
That would be the simulacrum I created, and before it got a turn in the initial order, you hit it with a breath weapon and put it at 1 hit point.
That's about right.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't have done that. Grok, give me a 1d4 real quick.
1.
Go and make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
Okay, you are now paralyzed for a minute. At the end of each of your turns, you may repeat the saving throw. Your back hurts. Makes sense, right?
He just falls on his back and can't roll over.
Rabbit, give me a d4. Excellent. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, Rabbit.
Rabijan rolled a 3 on a d4, and then a Constitution save is a 19.
Excellent. You take 14 points of necrotic damage as this beholder zombie focuses an eye on you, and a black ray of angst flies at you. Making your save, you manage to dodge most of it, or avoid most of the damage.
Okay.
Wow. Grok, you just got your life saved by a bad roll. Do you see that? Minotaur swinging.
I see it. The Minotaur swings at Grok, who stands perfectly still, and the Minotaur hits an AC 11, which I would assume means that the axe bounces off the shell or something.
I'm going to imagine that you fell over, much like your paralyzed icon, and it was swinging at you as you fell. So cartoon-like, it missed you barely. Alright, Grok, what's your simulacrum going to do?
The simulacrum is going to firebolt that dead thing right there, hitting AC 26.
Which dead thing right where? I'm sorry, I didn't see the flash.
Right there, right next to Basil.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Basil.
You're one of the elven herbs and spices.
Mm-hmm.
As you hit the ghoul, it sets on fire, dying into a gross, gooey puddle. Is there anything else this simulacrum is going to do?
I'm actually going to stop concentrating on the black tentacles also, and kind of move to there, and call turn.
Which is going to lead us to... Oh, Baldur's on everybody's favorite. Alright, Grok. Roll 1d4. And don't get one that requires a strength or dexterity.
Also a 1.
Alright. Well, it shot a paralyzing ray on you, which didn't do anything. Basil, give me a d4.
Howdy. 2.
Make a wisdom saving throw. As a dark, grayish beam flings itself at you.
15.
For a brief moment, you feel existential dread. You question your purpose on the planet and why that thing in front of you is there. Which is probably normal, actually, for Basil, which helps you be prevented from being feared extra.
Here's the per minute dread. There it is.
Roland, what would you like to do, bud?
Roland is going to glide across the desert sand towards the zombie beholder and slam it with his mighty earthen fists.
I thought you said urban fist.
I was sure he said urban fist.
No, that's Basil.
Crit 28 for 23 bludgeoning damage. And the second is 24 for 17.
You just come up and waylay it on it. It's almost disgusting. You can see your imprints of your hand as you hit the bulbous, porous, gross, festering eye thing. Anything else from you?
That's it for Roland.
Let me find some ghouls. Finn, I gotta move it for a
I
second.
think there's a single ghoul underneath Finn.
Which is great for you, Grok.
There's a dude there?
Which is exactly what I said when Finn moved his token, and I just put myself right next to a guy.
Yeah, Finn's flying 50, 60 feet up in the air, so the ghoul can be there.
Alright, the ghoul lunges forth and bites you, dealing 7 piercing damage. Actually, it's a crit, because you're paralyzed, right?
Yes.
Doing 13 piercing damage total, as it critically bites you.
Okay, well, I'm down to 14.
Give me a d4, and don't let it be the dexterity one, buddy.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, sir. I'm a little terrified right now. Don't roll a 4. Okay.
For the third time in a row, I think I will roll 1.
Again, more waves of paralyzing energy comes across you.
I was going to say, stop concentrating on that so you can delete that token.
Yep, Onyx, what are you gonna do, bud?
I pray to the deities, and they're here. I move up 5 feet that way, and I'm going to swing at the one close to Robbie Jean. 22 to hit for 14 damage.
Too bad you weren't attacking recklessly.
I'm going to attack recklessly for the next ones.
Alright.
27 to hit.
Yep.
For 12 points of damage.
It's looking rough. Some of the eye stalks have fallen off.
And I poke him in his big old eye.
That would be a double crit for the listener.
Everybody gets a D6 Bardic Inspiration as they see Onyx just do the most epic. Well, Onyx, describe how you would murder this thing in one fell swoop with the butt end of your halberd.
Well, I'm like, go for the eyes. And I just get it and just jump up and just jab straight on down with the butt end of the halberd.
When he goes in, it's so effective that he almost gets stuck, but he doesn't.
And then I'm going to finish my turn there.
Cornelius, remember, everybody has a D6 inspiration dice, one of them, and it expires at the end of this combat.
I am going to fly down, and I'm going to cast Wall of Force. I'm going to cast it to encircle myself and Grok, and it will push the zombie. Yep, it'll push everything else away.
Go ahead and draw a wall of force for me. Anything else when you're done with that?
No, that's it.
Rabijan, what would you like to do?
Rabijan wants to use her movement to move south towards the beholder that's by Onyx and roll in the Earth Elemental.
Alright, and then what you got? Besides Dread.
Rabijan is going to use her mace? Actually, no. Rabijan is going to use, I believe it's Toll the Dead. No. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Rabijan?
Sacred Flame cantrip.
Okay, let's do it.
So it needs to make a dex save of 19.
You come down and do 12 radiant damage to it.
Can I use my bonus action still?
It depends on what you're going to do with it.
I have a spiritual weapon that's not too far by. So I would like to move it over and use it to whack on the beholder as well.
Where are you going to set it to? It can't go under rolling.
Does that work?
That will work, yes.
That's a 30 to hit with 8 force damage.
It does. It manages to come up and whack it right in the beholder face. You see an eye beams bounce off your wall of force.
Good.
Basil, what are you going to do?
Quick question before I take my turn. Is there another thing happening at the top of this round? Or...
Yeah, we're at the top of the round. It's time for the ground to shake and Ricky to pull more stuff off the jam there.
Nope. No, it's not. You're both wrong. It's fine. Go on.
Alright, am I good to take my turn?
Go ahead, bud. I appreciate
Okay.
you.
So Basil, seeing that these the two wizards are safely in the wizard cage, is going to move over to this beholder in the back, just about here. And as he runs across the sand, he's going to form some water from his pack into two icy curved blades, and he's going to make 2 attacks against this guy. 16 to hit on the first one.
Okay. It barely peeks off the skin.
Alright, let me roll the second one. Oh, that was a 15. Frowny face. Well, after those pitiful attempts, I will bonus action attack him.
No, the first one, actually they both hit.
Oh, did they? Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll roll the damage for those first.
That's okay. Barely.
13 damage, 12 of it piercing, 1 cold. And then 14 damage, 13 of it piercing.
Alright.
And then my bonus action attack is a 20 to hit, and that is 11 damage. And then I think I have 35 feet of movement left. So I'm gonna go down here. Yeah! And that's my goal.
Grok, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, bud. And follow directions this time.
I hear your directions and I decide to ignore them completely and roll a 9 instead.
Oh, you have Bardic Inspiration.
It's true.
That's true, and I might as well use it because I ain't got nothing else to do with it. I want to say before I hit enter, this is the point I will also roll a 1.
It'd make me happier if it was actually 1 point for 1.
Okay, so I got a 5, bringing my Constitution save up to a 14.
You must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, so congratulations, you're not paralyzed anymore.
Perfect.
That was the end of your turn.
Thank you, Ben.
I love the fact that what gave him the inspiration was Onyx killing a beholder. So it's my headcanon that he snapped out of the paralysis because he's like, Onyx is going to kill beholders. No, I can't let this happen.
Wait, Onyx killing beholders? This is bullshit. I gotta kill the beholders.
Alright, go ahead and roll 1d4, Basil.
Okay. A 4.
Also, because Finn was like, hey, or Rick was like, hey, don't forget your inspiration. I kind of picture Phineas going, hey, Clark, check it out. Onyx killed a beholder.
Alright, Basil, dexterity saving throws is important.
Okay. 20.
That is made.
Excellent.
That's a lot of dice I'm hoping you're rolling for fun there, Ricky.
I think this is a save or suck ability.
It is.
Yeah. So a almost black with a purplish electric outline beam flies at you. You manage to hot step out of the way, and when you look down, there is a almost foot bowl where there was sand and dust and debris that is now disintegrated as you narrowly dodge out of the way.
Basil grimaces.
The Minotaur swings, banging its axe against the force of the bubble. What's Baby Grok doing?
Baby Grok is going to catch everything up there around the wall of force. And now I forget the name of the spell. I'm going to cast Maddening Darkness.
Oh,
Blink the spell.
those rolls though.
Oh yeah, this is bad.
Magical darkness spreads from the point that you choose within 6-foot radius sphere until it ends. The darkness spreads around corners. The creature with dark vision can see through it. Non-magical light is those like different level, so the sphere when the creature starts its turn in the sphere, let's make a wisdom saving throw, taking 88 psychic damage on a failed, or half as much on a successful. Okay, we'll have you roll the damage at the beginning of it.
Okay, but I should be able to catch from there to there with it, and then obviously it's real easy to get everything going this way. It's also a concentration spell, by the way.
Let's see what that. Is that all your turn?
I should be able to get the northern one in there too. Well, it also creates a black area that you can't see through with dark vision, so I'm trying to avoid screwing over the party with this also. But I didn't want to get rolling in it at all. That's good enough for me.
Okay, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Ravijan, go ahead and give me a d4. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Ravijan. As a gross yellow, a pea yellow beam of light washes over you. You're fine. Roll what you're gonna do, buddy. You see this gross, big dome of darkness appear and almost come up to your toes as you're fighting this other thing. You have no idea where this thing came from. Remember, you'd be terrified.
Roland does not like that, so Roland, the Earth Elemental, is going to glide around this zombie holder and pummel it. Say the 26 for 19 bludgeoning, and then a crit 28 for 20 bludgeoning.
Between
That
the two
seems
hits.
messed.
Yeah.
Crit's only one more.
It is weird how crits work in this edition. But between the two hits, you managed to fell the floating eye weaver.
Where's the other ones? Where are they at? I'm gonna start running towards the blackness.
Hold on, Onyx. It's not your turn yet. I know you think it's your turn, but it's not quite.
Oops, sorry.
Now it's Onyx's turn.
Where'd they go?
All right. And that's,
I'm coming here, swinging as I'm going into the darkness, and the guy was somewhere. Last time I saw him, so I'm gonna swing like here in this square to see if I hit.
okay. You can go ahead and make an attack.
24.
Now you swing and a miss.
I'm gonna swing here,
All right. Whiff.
and then I'm going to. That was 30, so I'm gonna go into the darkness, and that's my turn.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh boy. Familius, what are you gonna do, bud?
So is what you whispered me last, is that how you're ruling that?
Yeah, so basically what's going on is
fine.
you see this gross, just wretched black cloud that gives you the shivers just rolling off your wall of force.
If it's not affecting us inside the wall, then I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to cast True Seeing on myself.
Okay. I will whisper you some stuff in a moment.
Okay. Oh, I also regain my 5th level spell slot that I used,
Yeah, I know. You're playing a cheater.
and then I'm done.
Ravijan, you don't have to roll anything yet. It's your regular turn now, though.
So, we can't see through the darkness, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to see Finn and Grok in there.
Nor Onyx.
Okay. Rabijan is going to cast some heals and hope that they hit everybody that needs them. Will it work like that?
What do you mean? It depends on what heals you're casting.
Well, let me pick one real quick.
You definitely would have no idea how many feet are over there.
Go for mass healing word.
No, go ahead and link the description. Okay, so you can heal Roland, you can hear the Simulacrum, you can hear Basil, yourself, but because you can't see the people inside the sphere, you can't heal any of them.
Correction, simulacrums cannot be healed with magic.
Got it. Cool. But yeah, you can't heal any of the people inside the blackness because you have to see.
I believe the reason why is that the healing says creatures, and the simulacrum is a construct.
Probably. So do you still want to cast that spell, Rabijan? You're running low on time for your turn.
No, not really. Sorry.
That's okay. Hustle it up. What you gonna do?
How about a mass cure wounds? No, I don't know.
Well, you're about to lose your turn.
That's fine.
Okay. Basil.
Howdy. Well, Basil can't see anything, so he's going to turn the scimitars of ice that he made into daggers and hold an action to throw one when he can see a bad. And he will move down here. He's gonna move like here, because why not? And he's gonna be like, Onyx, are you going to come back out of there? And that's his go.
Oh lord. The ground shivers and shakes, and you guys get a generally just bad idea or bad feeling about this. And clawing their way out of the ground.
And right into the maddening darkness.
You wish I was that nice. Totally cheating, like you guys are.
Son of a bitch.
You see two sets of blue scales and claws come up and merge, and you notice that there are two dragons entering the fray.
That would sick.
I can only pray that this is also the work of Vanillians. That's out of character because Basil didn't know that was both.
Grok, what you gonna do, bud?
Oh, my turn's really simple. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself and heal 10.
How are you doing? Oh, once a day. Okay, yep.
Yeah, I took the Magic Initiative feat, Cleric, so I could have Cure Wounds as an emergency healing.
When I see that Grok is active and moving again, I'll ask him if he wants to be a dragon.
Don't we all?
I mean, I see you're pretty wounded, so maybe it would help.
All right, and that
gonna be a
conversation
dragon.
can continue on one of your guys' turns?
Yep.
Basil, this dragon's gonna jump up and attack you. What's your armor class, Basil?
It's 20.
Oh, so it bites at you, missing. Swipes at you with one claw, also misses. And then the weakest attack hits you for 7 slashing.
Ow. Also, does my ready action go off?
What was your ready action again?
Just to throw a dagger at the first thing I see that's evil. I know it's right next to me, but I said it was to throw it, so I will throw it.
Sure. I need to do more researches on ready actions. But sure.
It's okay, I'm cool if not.
It would be at disadvantage because he's
Correct.
so close.
Oh, I think I did it bad by mistake. 18 to hit.
And that will hit.
18?
Yeah, 18 will hit.
Wow. 15 damage.
From a dagger?
Yeah, it's from the perk. It's an ice dagger. And besides, I do D10 with normal daggers anyway, so.
Another cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Roland, give me a dexterity saving throw. And Rick, will you roll one for Rabijan?
Yes. Dexterity.
Yes.
Roland got a 2.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Rabijan got a 10.
You guys are doing great.
I rolled big on the damage.
He did roll very well.
Real
There was only
damage.
rolling 10d10. There was only one roll that went under a 5.
One roll that went under a 7.
There are 2 10s, 2 9s, 4 8s.
I'd like to... Oh, wait, never mind. It won't help me.
Oh, not that.
So yeah, you got an 8 instead of a 2.
You go ahead and revert back to Druid form, Roland.
So that's 81. What type of damage?
Lightning.
Earth elementals could take lightning damage? Okay, D&D.
Well, technically he's grounded.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been bad in school.
Onyx. I heard that. I can't believe this dragon just lightninged rocks and it worked.
17 points of rollover damage. Just so you know, I'm starting with Rabijan. She's number 1. Roland's 2. Grok's 3.
Did that come out of the icky blackness?
Oh yeah, it's gotta take damage. Good call. It's 27.
And that roll sucked.
It sucked.
You need to have Ricky roll your damage. Look at his.
Dude, that never happens. Alright, Rabbit Jan. Roll 1d4. Do not roll 4, Rabbit Jan.
That's a board.
Rabbit Jan, make a dexterity saving throw. You need to be above a 14.
I foresaw this moment, and saw her succeed.
Oh, you do have true sight. I was gonna say 1 moment, buddy. Which portent roll are you using?
The 13.
Okay. She makes it.
Plus
Rabbit Jan,
modifier.
same thing happens to you. You just got blasted by lightning in your face. And then as you're railing from that, a beholder comes from behind you and zaps you, a horrible black with purple lightning outline beam at you, which you barely miss, and you see a chunk of ground disappear where this beam lands. Oh, thank God you did that. Go and roll. Actually, it doesn't matter. A thing dies. Brock, a little experience pops up in front of your eyes, and you don't know why. Fake Grok. Wait, was it? What were we calling him? Baby Grok.
Baby Grok.
Do. Baby Grok.
Baby Grok is going to firebolt the beholder that has emerged from the icky blackness, hitting AC 26
That misses.
for 27 points of damage.
He doesn't listen. Roll your damage for that spell again.
The icky blackness spell?
Yeah.
This time it is 44. I see your 3 and raise you a 44.
You lower me 44. That's how that works.
It's true, you did get lowered 44.
My favorite
I
part
like
of this.
I like this icky blackness spell.
My favorite part is that Onyx went right next to two beholders. Like, if he had been 5 feet in either up or right direction, he would have found two beholders.
Damn it. And I still don't know he's not there.
Right? You have no idea. Nobody touch a hit point. Nobody touch a spell slot, or I will delete you.
Wow, what a gauntlet this has been. I wonder how many more waves Ricky has in store for us. You know, speaking of gauntlets, that's kind of how it is when you're trying to find a good D&D podcast. There's lots of them out there. And with that said, Gildy, we appreciate you taking your time to listen to us. Thank you so much. You know, making the show itself is fun, but knowing that we get to entertain other people makes it a little sweeter. So if you could, you know, take a little time out and leave us a rating and review wherever you find podcasts. That would help other people find us as well. I guess I've rambled on enough. This fight isn't ending anytime soon, so let's get back to the show.
Grok, Baby Grok, give me a D4.
3.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
You take a gross beam of energy hits you, and you take 13 necrotic damage. Hold on, don't do anything.
I rolled 17 for my
I-
icky blackness.
I got a 16 on my concentration check to maintain the icky blackness.
Go ahead and roll 2 different damages for that thing.
Oh, that'd be 3.
Well, 2. We're not to your turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. More experience for some reason.
35 and 44, Ricky. I'm fully aware you can read. The listener, however, cannot.
Sure. And roll one more time. Not for the record, this beholder got a 0.
46.
Cornelius, you notice as you see the ghouls and Minotaur are all dropping like flies.
I will call it out as a play-by-play to Grok and Onyx, since he can't see anything.
Alright, so 2, which is rolling. Roll and give me a 1d4. Ooh, I should not roll 4. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, bro, and you need a 14 plus. Good job, because this would have happened. Ooh, it would have been horrible. You can dodge, as everybody has when this one has come up.
Would have been rough.
And yeah, especially if that hits.
got 5 crit fails.
Yeah. It's way better than when the dragon is going. Alright, Roland, what are you going to do?
Alright, so I'm going to move through Baby Grok space and cast Sunbeam at the Sundead Beholder.
Alright, go ahead and line out the light.
I'm aiming straight north to get both undead beholders and that blue dragon.
A beam of brilliant light flashes by, disintegrating one of the beholders, hitting the other one pretty damn hard, and making its already milky white big eye go milky whiter. It's like a nuggety nougat, yum, white chocolate from the wind, and kind of skims by the dragon. Onyx, make this wisdom saving throw, bud.
Okay, roll my damage. Come on, Grokster. Roll good.
34 damage to the fellow party member who wandered into a bad area to stand.
Now hold on
Black.
before you. Now remember, Onyx, this is psychic damage.
Oh, I was going to take one.
What would you like to do, bud?
I am going to swing here. Then I'm going to swing here. Do I need to roll because I know they're not there?
They could be there, but no.
I was calling out the play-by-play for you.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Fenilius was calling out play-by-play on what
Oh,
was
that's
going
right.
on.
Fenilius would have told you that they left and there's nothing right there.
I would have even told you when you were facing the right direction to move.
Okay. Well, then I will come out this way. Go. Oh, there you are.
There we go. Make some swings. I dare you.
I love the color of your eyes. 14 to hit?
Oh, really? 14?
I know, I rolled low.
Yeah, that misses. That's the first miss you guys have had in a while.
A 11, because I did not say reckless.
Alright.
And I'm done.
Alright. Wow. Looks like Onyx can kill anything besides a beholder. Hey, yo. Rabijan, your turn.
I was mesmerized by his eyes.
Rajan is going to use her legs and run away from the dragon first off.
Are you sure?
Well, no, because then they get an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do?
Instead, Rabijan's going to use Mass Cure Wounds because she's in pain. And whoever gets it, gets it. Like, she's not super, super worried at this point because otherwise, if she dies, everybody dies. So there you go.
Okay, go ahead and roll it up.
So that's 35 points of healing for everybody. And then Rabijan's going to use her spiritual weapon again.
What are you hitting?
She's going to hit the beholder again with a crit 31, which is 11 force damage.
Alright, and did you give yourself your life back yet?
I have not, so one moment, please.
The beholder looks very poor. Like you ain't got
some
money.
money.
Nothing. Sure, made a joke before I could. Cornelius,
Yeah, sorry.
what would you like to do with your life?
I confirm with Grok that he wants to be a dragon.
Yes, you did.
All right. I cast True Polymorph, and Grok becomes an adult gold dragon.
At which point I will say, dragon. I'm not a lizard, but I do the tongue thing.
I don't like you.
That's rude.
Which one of us?
Yes.
The dragon does not fit inside the Wall of Force, but when I begin casting True Polymorph, which is a concentration spell, Wall of Force ends.
When delete the circle?
And then I will fly there.
Oh, polymorph. It's like polymorph steroid.
Yeah.
You're flying. How high up are you still?
25 feet.
And so you went 25 feet over and 25 feet up?
Yep.
I'm assuming 25 feet up and then 25 feet over.
Correct.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage for the thing.
The
That
damage
is-
for the thing.
Yes,
The-
the maddening thing. The area.
That is 33 points of icky blackness damage.
It was an evocation. Did you not take you and him out of the...
He couldn't have, even if he wanted to. He couldn't see us.
Oh, wrong person. Yes, okay, never mind.
All right, Cornelius.
Yeah.
You are how far? 25 feet in the air?
Yep.
25 feet over and 25 feet up, 15 feet up. You would be within 60 feet of this thing, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
All right. I don't know the exact math, so I wanted to put that out there for smarter than me people. Give me a D4.
2.
All right, let's make a DC 14 saving throw.
Any kind I want.
I'm sorry, I meant to say a wisdom saving throw. Leave the DC 14 out of there.
All right. 20.
A gross yellow ray of fear comes at you. You just kind of,
I shudder a little and then shake it off.
like Taylor Swift. Shake it off.
You beat me.
Of course I beat you. I'm to the end. That's what I do. Your turn, Basil.
I guess that question. I was gonna ask how the beholder, the Onyx is fighting looks, but then I realized it's already a zombie, so I don't really know how much I could glean from looking at it. So Basil is going to try and move his monk booty. I guess he's gonna make one attack against the dragon first, using his the dagger left in his hand. Not the gold dragon. So attack 26 to hit.
You wish. No, go ahead and roll it.
That's 17 damage, and against my better judgment, I'm going to attempt to stunning strike hit. So it has to succeed a DC 19 Constitution saving throw.
There's no such thing as against my better judgment when it comes to a stunning strike.
There is when you got 4 key points after that.
It looks fine.
This is to be expected. Then I'm going to run over here and make another attack against this guy.
I dare you.
With the
The beholder this time. Sorry for the podcast. Oh wait, is it with? Yeah, it's with advantage. Isn't it? It's not much better. 14 to hit.
This is actually the big boss of the encounter, as it's currently got you and Onyx missing.
Frowny face. All right, bonus action attack on the beholder zombie.
I kind of want you to kill it so that Onyx can't.
18 to hit.
That does hit.
12 damage.
Onyx, you're standing there, getting excited about hitting this thing, when it collapses into a dead pile of grossness, and you see Basil behind it smiling at you.
Well, actually, he sees Basil run past him, tap him on the shoulder, and say, "Tag out!" And then Basil is going
Tag out!
Oh wait, hang on, let me check how much distance I actually have there. So I was there, it's 5 feet, and then I'm gonna go, I'm gonna run up to this other beholder zombie. That's my go. Sorry, zombie holder.
Grok, you can move. You have no idea where anything is.
I was going to ask,
And make a wisdom saving throw.
was Fanelius calling out the play-by-plays, and when he was he calling out where the blue dragons were?
Adult gold dragons have blind sight out to 60 feet.
Well, either way, make a wisdom saving throw. Roll the damage you do to yourself with your 12 save.
I knew this was coming.
It makes me happy for you to hurt yourself a little bit.
I'm gonna do 28 psychic damage to myself.
I couldn't think of any way to avoid the damage, so...
I got it, Ricky. I could update it.
I did it. I like seeing that bar move.
So with my blind sight out to 60 feet, I'm gonna see the blue dragon down here by himself, needing a friend. Roar myself to that spot right there, and fire off a fire breath weapon.
Roll your 12d10 fire damage.
DC 21 dexterity saving throw for 65 fire damage, half as much on a successful save.
It did not look like I was able to dodge the brunt of your attack. Alright.
I also have a frightful presence. I don't know if you run that, as I had to spend an action to do it.
No, it doesn't usually do.
That's probably more fitting now than just about any other time.
Excuse me. It is actually an action to do. It's under actions, and it says under the multi-attack, the dragon can use its frightful presence, then make 3 attacks.
Right.
So I do have to trigger the frightful action, decide to trigger it.
So it says on that thing that the dragon can pick who has to make the save or be frightened, but I will be honest, if you did that, I might make Basil roll, because a gold dragon just walked out of black ickiness, so I'm just saying.
Alright guys, that's good. Good enough. You got it. Alright, Dragon, Grok, Onyx, Basil, Rabijan, give me dexterity saving throw.
Dragon Grok gets a 19.
Onyx, you said dexterity, it's 11.
Rabijan got a 15 unless we're doing with advantage since you got a 22.
No advantage, but you do have a bardic inspiration.
So I
this
do.
This would be a great time to use that.
How's the 6 added onto that 15?
It doesn't matter. It was you're one away from being fine. And by being fine, you're
good.
still going to take some damage.
Well,
Basil
that's
rolled a
not good.
31.
Let's hope I can roll better than the last time. Alright, Rabijan, you take 26 lightning damage. Onyx, you take 52 lightning damage.
Yep, took it.
Basil, you take
0.
0 because you're a dirty cheater. Grok, you take 52 lightning damage. And the Beholder took, it doesn't matter. You guys are so lucky. Although, Rabijan, you will take an additional 17 piercing and 3 lightning, so it's total 20, plus another 10, a total 30 damage.
Meowie!
From the other dragon who bit and slashed at you, striking with a bite, missing one claw, and catching you with the other.
Oh, Rabijan is severely effed.
I have a thing.
That's gross. First of all, you should save that for your wife. Second of all, go, baby Grok.
Well, no, my adult gold dragon here has a legendary action, and I want to use it.
Okay.
So, with my legendary action, I'm going to hit AC 30 with a tail swipe on the blue dragon for 19 bludgeoning damage.
One moment. So using the tail whip?
Yes, sir.
Noted. What's Simulacrum doing? Go, go, go.
On the blue dragon to the north there by Rabijan, I'm going to fire off a firebolt, hitting AC 20.
Alright, the fire goes up there and does a thing.
If I hit, it will do 19 points of fire damage. And then I'm going to meander north a little bit.
Rolling.
I'm going to keep that sunbeam focused on the northern blue dragon.
Onyx, what you got, bud?
I'm going to be using a legendary action and swinging at the blue dragon again.
Okay. I didn't want to have to do this to you guys, but you are being very annoying.
I put it in chat. I was planning on doing it so you knew not to move on to Onyx.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to be doing this after Onyx too. But I'm going to hit...
Grok is solely responsible for the pain that's coming, guys.
No, Phanelius is by giving me a creature with legendary actions. I'm going to hit AC 24 for 19. And then after Onyx goes, I'm going to take my third legendary action and hit him again.
Well, you're going to try. And then I'm going to have to bring my legendary actions onto the field finally. Alright, doing one Onyx, what you going to do, Grok?
For my next attack, which I keep on forgetting to say it before I do it, I'm going to go Reckless again. And Halberd, 27 to hit.
That hits.
For 18.
Cool.
And then poke it in his belly button since I can't reach his eyes quite yet. Ooh, for the crit, 19 points of damage.
And it looks like it's taking some damage. Rabijan, what you going to do, bud?
Rabijan is going to watch the last tail swipe legendary action. I warned you I was going to do it.
Okay.
For AC 26 for 19 on that one. Alright, I'm sorry I interrupted so much. I'm done until after the red gold dragon goes again, and then I get to do it all over again.
That's fine. Just, again, Grok's solely responsible for what's going to happen next round, guys.
Phanelius is solely responsible.
Nope, not true. Phanelius isn't playing the character. It's all you.
I am playing the monster to the best of its ability.
Rabijan is casting heal. So I get 78. Which doesn't put me at a great spot, but I'm better.
Right. Phanelius, what you going to do, bud?
Well, I am going to fly over here, unfortunately, get down pretty low to the ground, and cast Cure Wounds on Rabijan. At 5th level, it's actually her Cure Wounds that she put in my ring for 27 more points.
That feels much better, thank you.
No problem.
Phanelius, roll with me a D4.
4.
You need
Excellent,
to make
John.
a dexterity saving throw.
I foresaw this movement, and I foresaw myself dodging.
Yeah, that'll be your third, correct?
Yep.
All right. Eating up those resources. That's what I needed. So the same thing, almost permanently, you managed to dodge out of the way, and a chunk of ground is disintegrated. Basil, what you gonna do, bud?
Basil is going to move around here, and he's going like this, so I don't, opportunity attack the dragon, and I'm going to attack this beholder a couple times using my little ice dagger. Stab him in his big eye. It's a crit fail on the first attack. That's a 26 on the second one for 10 damage, and then I'm gonna bonus action attack it. 23 to hit.
And 26.
Yeah. That's my goal. Actually, I'll move like this. That's my goal.
Right.
First things first, I'm going to roll to see if the breath weapon recharges.
It does.
Which it does. But I don't think I want to use it. So, I'm going to use a Frightful Presence and say that the 2 blue dragons and the zombie beholders are going to have to make saves or be scared of me.
Okay.
Being DC 21 wisdom saves.
Yep.
That was for this, no? Then after that, I'm going to be savagely attacking the blue dragon in front of me with a AC 27 bite for 20. And then I'm going to take off and fly up here.
Hold on. First, you need to roll damage for your spell. Sorry. I also forgot that. Before you take off and fly.
Okay.
I gotta whittle you away.
I will use one of my legendary resistances to pass that save.
Okay. And when you pass, it's still half damage, right?
Correct.
So go ahead and roll damage.
So I will be taking 16.
Yes. Okay, go ahead and fly where you gotta go.
I'm gonna fly 20 feet off the ground and end like right there.
So you had 20 feet of movement left after you flew 20 feet up.
Attack roll dragons flew 80.
Speed 40 fly. Oh, speed 40 feet.
Speed.
Fly.
Speed
fine.
fly 80.
Yep, that's fine. Anything else?
Yes, I'm going to spend my 2 claw attacks on that dragon.
Good luck.
For an AC 20 for 16 and an AC 18 for 17. And then I'm going to annoy Ricky and start tail slapping it on after other people's turns.
It's not annoying, it's just your fault this next turn.
I don't like this.
All your fault.
All your fault.
Cornelius, you flew down to give healing, correct?
I did.
What's your armor class?
Well, hold on. So armor class is 13.
So it hits the mirror image with a 14 bite.
Yep.
Doesn't it have to roll to determine if it hits him or a mirror image?
He did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So the next attack, you're gonna roll for that one, or
The next one hit is aimed at my AC, which hits.
that's a 16 slashing.
And the third one is at the mirror image again.
All right, and do the concentration save. True polymorph.
How much damage did I take? 16?
Yeah. Beautiful.
25.
Beautiful. And I assumed you did the damage to yourself in the two of the images.
Yes.
Perfect. Baby Grok,
Tail swipe.
you got to be faster. I'm kidding. Roll it up.
AC 22 for 12.
All right.
Firebolt to the blue dragon, AC 17 for 27. Then another tail swipe's going to be AC 15
Also misses.
for a fumble.
Rolling.
Roland is going to drop concentration on Sunbeam and then cast Moonbeam on the blue dragon.
All right, go ahead and link the spell.
And then I'm going to move
Where are you going to move to?
just up to here, parallel to the polymorphed gold dragon. That's my go.
Was that all your tail swipes? You got one more.
I got one more tail swipe. I was going to let Onyx see if he can kill the dragon.
So you're not going to use it on Roland's turn?
No. I'm going to let Onyx go and then use it before Ravijan if the thing's still alive.
Go ahead, Onyx.
Okay, I move up here. I am going to go for the blue dragon first. I'm attacking Reckless. 27 to hit
Does it?
for 17.
It ouches.
21 to hit
That hits.
for 13.
All right, it ouches.
I'm going to halberd the eye of the beholder. 25 to hit for 12.
Okay.
The tail swipe that I promised after Onyx was done gets an AC 19 for 22.
All right.
Unless you're going to give me flanking with Onyx, at which point I crit and do 29.
It doesn't matter. You feel the ground rumbling. Your tail swipe at the end of Onyx's turn managed to kill that dragon. And you hear, you guys feel a voice grumbling and complaining like a crotchety old man as the rebels south of you become more rebels as a massive blue dragon emerges from the desert. So, Ravi,
Parmesan is going to attempt to throw Sacred Flame at this beholder. So 19 dex save, or it takes 20 radiant damage.
yeah, it takes 20 radiant damage.
Sweet. That's it.
Cornelius?
I am going to... Okay. I hadn't scrolled down far enough to see that. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna close on my... I don't really want to get any closer. Okay, good, I don't.
Good, Finn. Go ahead and go over there and melee it.
No, I'm gonna cast Polymorph. No, I'm not. Not gonna do that.
I was like, yes!
Nope. I'm gonna
Catch.
Cornelius, why are you flustered?
There's a gigantic blue dragon.
Very old looking blue dragon.
Yeah.
Not nice.
I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna fly up. How many feet? I'm gonna fly up so I'm 60 feet off the ground. I'm gonna cast Force Cage.
Ooh, Lincoln.
That spell's so expensive. I feel like I've never seen that much gold in one person's pocket.
Cube-shaped prison. Prison can be a cage or something. Box prison-shaped cage can be up to 20 foot on a side. So 20 by 20 by 20, so it fit perfectly around the dragon if I'm looking right.
Yep.
This one fits. The spell works. He is force caged. So, this dragon pops out, right? It climbs its way up, destroying the rubble. And you guys aren't frightened. You know, you don't have the frightened condition, but your pants are probably a little more brown than they were before the dragon starts to come out. Phanelius casts a spell, and you see it almost in a cartoon-like manner get squished into a cube. And I imagine its little claws are on one side of its face. It's got an eye looking out one side of the cube as it's kind of crunched in there. Every second packed into it. Great spell. Force cage is a great spell.
Brilliant.
Yeah. All right. So you've got him in a force cage, Cornelius. Anything else?
Alrighty. No, that's it.
All right. Onyx, give me a D4. Onyx, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
You see, you failed to state it properly, so I just gave you a roll.
What did you get, Onyx, with your roll?
I rolled a nat 1, so that's a 2.
Onyx, you, Slayer of Jethiro, the beholder enemy, poker of the eyes, are now afraid. You are frightened of this beholder.
I think I got dragons in my eyes. I'm scared. Trying to make it believe
That
it's
is
not
perfect.
the holder.
Nothing else that happens matters. Your turn, Basil.
Basil's just gonna look over at the dragon, see it get force caged, and just be like, that's someone else's problem right now. And then he's just gonna turn back to the beholder, and he's going to try and beat it up. Another crit fail on my first attack.
This beholder's owning you guys. This beholder's so far, pound for pound, 100% more effective than my ancient blue dragon.
True. That's a 19 to hit on the second attack.
That will hit.
11 damage, and then bonus action attack. That's a 13 to hit. I don't think I get flanking because he's frightened, right? Is that a thing? I'm not sure. I just kind of assumed so for the crit fail and as well. I'm going to assume not, and I rolled a 13, so I think that misses. And then I will...
No, I think you still have it, actually. There's nothing saying he doesn't... Yeah, he can still attack it. He just sucks at it.
That's fair. Okay, I guess I'll re-roll the first one then as well. It's a 15. I don't remember what its AC was. Does a 15 miss?
No, that hits. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's 9 damage, and then the bonus action advantage... 23 to hit, much better. For 8 damage. And then I'm going to... I realized that I guess I was concentrating this whole time on the wall of fire, and I completely forgot about it. I don't even know if it would still be up based on how many turns it's been. I'm gonna still concentrate. I just hovered my mouse over it so I could move it. I was like, oh yeah!
Oh, that's a thing.
I'm gonna get rid of that. Just think about that. And then I'm going to... No, I would move here.
Rick saved you guys from so much lightning damage.
That's true, he did.
No, he didn't.
Rock, what are you gonna do, bud?
So the force cage says that you can't cast spells through it, and physical objects can't pass through it. But it doesn't say anything about a breath weapon.
I guess technically that is physical.
Then I'm gonna fly there and unleash a breath weapon on the zombie beholder. DC 21 Dex save.
It had 3 hit points.
My bad.
So I put it at negative 58
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
Emotionally it does.
as I turn it to ash.
In Onyx's mind, his fear even killed him.
We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. Thanks for coming along and listening to us play some Dungeons & Dragons. We hope you had a good time. And join us next time with Defenders of the Veil as we try to find dragons to slay.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Defenders of the Veil. You can follow the cast on Facebook at Defenders of the Veil or on Twitter at Defenders Veil. Please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star rating and review wherever you find podcasts. Tell your friends about us too. Make sure you tune in next week for more shenanigans from the Veil. Until then, guilties, farewell.
why don't we stop here so that I can record that stuff for Roland?
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Sounds good to me.
And that'll do something that I don't like to do, and that's give Rick an entire week to figure out what the hell he's going to do about this thing.
True.
I already know what I'm doing. So.
You're going to run up and hit the force cage?
I'm going to jump on top of the force cage and get on top of it, so when it goes away, I'm on top of the dragon.
No,
Let's ride
you're
a
gonna-
dragon.
You have a friendly dragon in the party right now. Why wouldn't you mount the friendly dragon?
I was not thinking about that.
Let's ride 2 dragons. Excellent work. Good force cage.
Yeah.
I like it. Also, it was a very fun session. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah. Has anybody fought an ancient dragon in D&D before? Like legit?
Nope, not even close.
I have not.
What do you
But I
guys think of?
remember.
What do you guys think of this actual set of combat?
I like it. It's very different from the last quote unquote dungeon. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, it's been interesting playing with a long fight in mind. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like it's one step below, like when you do army combat.
I was testing a lot of things out with you guys, and I did manage to burn through a bunch of your resources. I mean, there's still a massively big adult dragon ancient dragon down there that you have to contend with, which is like CR23. So good luck. But I managed to burn down resources with a planned set of fights before this. So I still have a big chance of dropping a couple of you. I almost disintegrated Mal.
I was down to 9 hit points.
Oh, I saw. I almost disintegrated Mal in combat before the ancient dragon even hit the ground.
Yeah. Should have been set times.
I was down to 14, largely of my own doing.
Sometimes also it's kind of my fault because
we got Onyx to half health, which is impressive because he has 1 million health.
I forgot I used overchannel last session, so
That cracked me up.
And then when you reminded me, I went, "Crap, I did, didn't I?" And I just accepted it instead of asking, "Well, can I not overchannel then?" Because it's been a week and I forgot. No, I'm just like, "Fuck it, that's something Grok would do." I'm going with it.
I'm pretty sure the ancient blue dragon is going to wipe us.
It could.
There's a big possibility. It's Mal. You're gonna need to drink coffee before next session.
You act like I don't drink caffeine all day anyway.
You may want to mainline it.
Well, mainly for Basil, so he can get a kick out of what's about to happen.
What the heck?
On Baby Grok's turn, to prepare for the blue dragon coming out, he's going to be dropping.
Hold on, wait. I don't want you to tell me what you're going to do.
Oh, then I'll just whisper it to Basil.
Please. Because I'm legitimately trying to hurt you guys with this.
Because I want Basil to get the good laugh out of it.
Oh god.
Turn your mic on and then read what I'm about to post.
Okay.
Yeah, read it out loud so I can hear.
Because I want to hear you laugh.
Okay.
There you go.
A throwback.
That's going to be so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Mal. Oh, she can't hear yet. I want everybody to look at her face. It's going to go from, my baby's cute, what the fuck?
Yeah, when you tell her you take 81 points, it's going to go to
I already put it in. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, if you just hurry up and put your headphones on. Hey, Mal.
What's up?
Do me a favor, before I tell you what I'm going to tell you, look down and just bask in how cute your baby is.
What?
Look at your hit points. I adjusted them for you.
He's done some
What
redecorating.
happened?
What's standing right next to you?
Where did the dragon come from?
Where does everything come from in this desert?
When a man loves a woman.
That's more than I needed to know.
Very leathery affair. So, lightning bolt happened, and I had Rick roll your dexterity save because you were off doing awesome mom things, and he sucked.
Sorry.
Yeah, you got Rick rolled.
Question: has she used her bardic inspiration?
I have not.
She has not.
It will not affect the outcome of this at all.
If she rolls a 6.
If she rolls a 6, she takes that. Personally, I would sit on it because it's only a 1 in 6 chance.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Also, you typically need to roll it before you know if you failed.
I would have let her do it because she was AFK.
That's a good point.
It's
Yeah.
also not fair to say that you're supposed to roll it before you know if you failed or not when he links the ability and it puts the DC right in the ability.
That's why I shut my eyes whenever Ricky posts stuff.
Ah,
Wait a
good.
few
Okay.
seconds.
Anyway, on that note, what friend?
You said you sent a picture of the encounter to your friend,
Oh, that's right.
and they said that you should apologize to us.
I don't